Hey you guys, what's up? This is Devised Ghost here. I'm going to show you how to make a great AK. I'm sure everyone gets tired of the M4 and the MP5, and I don't think there's any gun that can honestly beat it, but the AK is a good gun and it is very strong. You just have to set it up right. I'm going to show you how. Now, put on the muzzle brake helps recoil stabilization, which is like horizontal recoil left and right. I then like to use the RPK barrel because it does damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. The Romanian barrel you can use, but it's not quite as good, as you can see from the stats. And it doesn't look as good, in my opinion. We go to grips. I like to use the Ranger 4 grip because it's recoil control and aiming stability. Keeps your gun steady, on sight, and helps recoil a lot. Or you can do the Merc 4 grip, which is recoil control and hipfire accuracy. It depends on whichever one you like. It does help out the hipfire some, which could be needed because of mobility. How I have it set up though, it keeps the mobility about standard. I then put it on the skeleton stock because it's ADS movement speed and ADS speed itself. Or you can do no stock, which is a lot more movement speed and ADS speed, but it adds in considerable recoil to it. It just depends on how much recoil control you have. I prefer using a stock on it like the skeleton stock. Sight wise, or optics, I like to use this sight here. This mini reflex, I feel like it's one of the best ones on the gun. In my opinion, I think it's great. Now, I can't promise you can beat the M4 or MP5 because, although we all know how those guns are. Or the 725 if you're in pubs. I do like to use this gun in competitive scene. It's hard to combat the M4 though. Now the AK does do 42 damage to the chest. Then it does 35 to the stomach, 35 to the limbs, and a crazy 56 to the head. It's a usual 2-shot headshot. It does have an RPM, which is rounds per minute, of 550. If these stats are correct, of course. Now I'm going to show you here the recoil pattern on this version of the AK. How I have it set up. I feel like it's one of the best ways to use it. I'm not sure how other people use it in other videos, and who I'm sure there's crazy amount of videos of them doing it, but this is mine. I've changed this gun so many different ways that I'll learn how to use it. Now as you can see here, from the recoil pattern with no joystick control whatsoever. Just a straight vertical recoil on the most part. This is with some control. It just more shakes than anything. Stabilizes pretty well though. Go up, and this is with even more control on it. A little bit of vertical, some horizontal, left and right, up and down. But that's my way, I feel like, of using it. It can be a great gun for long distance. That's how I have it mostly set up for. Medium to long distance, I should say. And it all depends on your reflexes, your control, your overall skill. But this is a match how I have it set up, showing you. I have some clips showing the kills from it and how good it honestly is. Of course, it all depends on your skill level. But remember, the M4 and MP5 is probably the most overused guns, and considerably some would say the most OP. But I like to think outside the box. I like to use other guns than this, or those, I should say. But enjoy the video. Give me a like, subscribe, and put on the notification bell for notifications. It would be great, and let me know in the comments down below what you think, and what more guns you want me to do. What do you want to see? I like to do different guns than ones that people like to use. Thank you guys. Enjoy the video. Have a great time.
Enemy personal radar in the air.